Alright, hey there, E here, and we are back with more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. And quite a bit late too. Unfortunately, I'm feeling a bit distracted and congested. And overall, slightly not well, but that's how it goes. Anyways, congrats on a late start, here we are. So, last time what did we do? Last time we went to an ice planet, dealt with a trap, a very difficult trap, died a few times, didn't get much treasure out of it, but did find a hidden, well, a sacred wall, but couldn't open it up, so we have to go back later. Then afterwards, had a bit of a murder mystery, where somebody killed a mutant in the Rogue Traders, I guess in the piping leading to her bath, and yeah, tried to drown her in blood, essentially. So yeah, we had to go investigate that. Well, we helped out with the investigation. We left 2 enforcers, tried to make them feel useful, while not leaving it entirely to them, as they are not exactly the best, at least compared to the Rogue Trader. During the investigation, we encountered a somewhat corrupt enforcer trying to frame his fellow officers just so he can get a promotion. Punished him. Then we found out the true culprit was the I forget his title, but the leader of the Bloodspun Web. Yeah, he did it to send a warning towards the Lord Captain, that there was some sort of great evil present on the ship. So yeah, we had to go investigate that, which brought us down to the Astropathic Choir. Here we went on with a little ritual to try and track whatever it was. Went all sorts of wrong and summoned a bunch of warp entities. And that took a few tries as well. Adira, not really good for this, as it turns out. I mean, it was pretty obvious considering her past with summoning demons, but still though, shouldn't have been that bad. So yeah, we had this whole fight, and I believe we're waiting for results, or yeah, the Choir Masters has shown that corruption lurks in the ship's drive chambers. So I'm guessing we're heading there now. Right, so hold on a moment, I'm trying to adjust my audio here. Maybe that's a little bit better. So yeah, we finished that up, and we're going to head down to those chambers. But first, a little bit of leveling up. Yeah, for now, after leveling up, the plan will be to head down to the plasma chambers, deal with whatever that is. Then we need to, well, since we're in the area, deal with the Lost Eldari ship, or convoy, whatever it was, for our Arrowlet. So that is in the area, and then it is off to Footfall Station. To do a bit of a follow-up there, we have the quarantine zone to explore, the treasure hunt for that one architect, and then let the Tokara, is it Tokara? Vladane, the leader of Footfall, let him know that the food supplies are on their way. I don't believe it should take that long. Yeah, and then after that, we then should be able to head towards Kiabagama once again for a bit of main questing. But for now, leveling. Yeah, this is our pet, and we set some stuff to learn. Oh yeah, adrenaline surge. This is some cheap buffing with this one. Alright, did we get anything with you? Yes, we did. We actually got quite a lot. Let's see, what do we have that increases lethality? I really wish there was like a search bar for this. So we search for abilities or talents that have connecting effects. Let's go with lethality heightens, and then we can get mortality effective, and then yeah, perfect opening later on. Yeah, get hardened body. That is a bit of a buff for people when they are under effective thoughts. More exploits. And we looted everything, right? Yes.
Patience! My nerves are frayed.
Let's make a quick stop at the bridge. Yeah, just so I can heal up. I suppose we also get the rest of our party leveled up. Let's see. What do we favorite? Any range area and range person stack with arch military reduces weapon skill. Okay. Only by 10, but still better than nothing. Oh yeah, better cover for our people. You have any dots? Oh yeah, he does do a bit of bleeding, doesn't he? So yeah, can do that. Yeah, sure, more damage. Oh, we got two of them. Then what's this one? Yeah, a little bit less with this one. Okay, I'll be... So... Okay, but this one we get the, yeah, the archetype specific abilities. Well, this one is... yeah, related to his background. Background in the generics. Can we get mob justice for the next one? Because it's down here. Yeah, this is for the second tier archetypes, not the first tier. But is there actually anything we want? Bonus to its characteristics, maybe. Or make it stronger. More temporary wounds, better survivability. Maybe right calibration. Yeah, this one helps with survivability. This one can help with attacks, but only if the cybermassive goes first, apparently. deal more damage from the overseer. But yeah, we usually let the mastiff on its own. Let's go with Master's Patronage. Now we can get mob justice. Alright. Let's head down to the plasma chambers. Adira, we don't need you anymore. Erlet, do we want you? Moving Pascal. No, let's go to bring Erlet. Crossbody, what kind of insulation is that supposed to be? If you kill us, Matthias will drag me back from beyond the grave just to give me an earful. Grab this and start again, I will double check it. Rise, Einrich. The light from the Infernus Master's glow stick reveals his surprised but amiable expression. Arnick's lip is split, and a fresh bruise is blossoming on his cheekbone. Lord Captain didn't expect to see you in this compartment. Are you on a stroll, taking the sights of the domain? The blue glow of plasma is especially striking at this time of the watch. Shift Foreman, Niche? Nie? Nice. You are the most mawkish Infernus I've ever met, Master Montag. A burly man in coveralls who furrows his bushy eyebrows. His sparse hair stands on end. Your ladyship will welcome. I am Shift Foreman Niche. Nye. And Niji. Nije. Nice? Whatever. Mr. N, in charge of this section. If you need anything, I'm here to help. And luckily, you don't have a profile picture, so we shouldn't be dealing with you for long. Yeah, and Furnace Master, what are you doing down here? I'm carrying out a routine drive inspection. The regulations require scheduled checks to make sure insulation isn't weakened. The sensors haven't been tampered with, and the reactor isn't about to blow anytime soon. Just business as usual. It's strange that the senior officer is conducting the inspection alone. According to regulations, there should be an entire squad of Inferni, and the personal presence of the Furnace Master is necessary only in emergencies. Exactly, why are you really here? Tell me out, have you? Arma gives you a wink and pulls on his glow stick. I'm not really here about the reactor. I heard rumor that you'd gone to investigate the plasma drive chambers, so I thought I'd make sure everything went smoothly. Your ladyship is accustomed to associating with people of your rank, or officers at the very least, but here, this place is home to void affairs, a simple matter whose clan customs may be unfamiliar to you. Foreman, whatever but simpler matters, furrows his brows. Our customs are decent ones, Master Montag. I'd rather boil myself in plasma than let anything happen to the Lord Captain. Montag? No offense, Niche. But if you can find even 3 people in this bay who can give a report without turning the air blue, I'll gladly admit I was wrong. Henrik grins at the now silent Niche. You're a good bunch. I'd hate to see you insult your relationship with some foolishness and not even realize it. I see. I'm just keeping an eye on your ladyship. Feel free to ask Old Niche any questions you may have. He knows the plasma drive chambers like the back of his hand. That's right. If something isn't to your liking, or if you find something suspicious, come to me at once. Good to know. Yeah, what was your face? Enforcer baton is pretty sturdy, but not as thick as the skull of a hard-boiled furnace. But the ability to cost their officers earn their rations, they clobber you good. Okay, more enforcer friendliness. Now then, have you seen the symbol that looks like a serpent in front of a star? Somebody keeps daubing it on the equipment and bulkheads. If I find the scoundrels, I'll tear their hands off and send them for servitorization. The ship foreman frowns. Is this some kind of sedition? I didn't know. If you see one of these, let me know. We'll try to find these artists. Okay, so it has been going on for a while. Shouldn't it have been something that they reported pretty quickly? Arnold rolls his little stick back and forth, thinking. I've also seen on some bulkheads, crates, doors. I assume that was marked with some small clan. Many voidsmen marked the workplace with family symbols. Right. Guess that's why I didn't report it initially. You really should keep a directory of all of the family symbols. Yeah, so more about the bay. Foreman. We are proud of our chambers. Power feeds the ships and main engines from here. There are other drives on the ship, but ours is the mightiest. That's to say, we do important work. Working with plasma is dangerous, but we have a good crew. Not too many incidents, and the steam tech priests are satisfied with us. The machine spares are all working as they should, and the Inferni don't complain about us either. We fix cracks in the reactor vessel all on time, and we fix leaks. Okay. So very competent at their job, apparently. What about yourself? He looks at you in confusion. I'm Voidsman? Your ladyship grew up on Footfall. Joined the crew at 14, spent my whole life in this bay. I've raised no family, I made no fortune, but I've climbed my way up the ranks. I know anything but my trade and this compartment. I am my trade in this compartment, Lord Captain. Okay, sounding very devoted. So how big is this place? Not super large. Okay, Iron Wreck is up there.
What lies beyond?
Okay, just healing a servitor. We're in the forces here to guard the Lord Captain. Do they think we're doing something to harm our ladyship? Okay, deck enforcers. Engines here. Oh, it's marking out the goods.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
A symbol. You can just make out a faded symbol on one of the tiles, a serpent and a star. These appear to be someone's stash behind it, but the stash has long been abandoned. Okay. So, you know anything? Nope, just glory to the Omniscient.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Okay, they're praying as they should.
We should deal with this.
Cash note. While the scrap reads is received, need more.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Missing what? Something's missing? Okay, he's counting the cargo boxes and apparently one's missing. But someone's missing as well. Oh, someone stuck their head in the machinery. Turn the servitor, turn the servitor. Deal with that in a moment.
Patience! Oh, my nerves are frayed.
Servitor replacement request number 11. I seem tech priest Deltar. This is unacceptable. For the 10th time you sent us the same faulty servitors. It's been over 2 weeks and we still can't raise a lift that's stuck between our platforms. Between our platform and platform 92M. All because we are servitors for the love of the throne. Decommission these things if we can't fix them. Respectfully shift format niche. Format niche. Guess there's way to these ones. So, puzzle? Alright, so Old Cash and one of the circuit symbols. I think I found someone's secret stash. What was it? A moldy Nuchbar, low, a few thrones. Workers often hide the belongings or banned items from the forces or covetous neighbors. Maybe someone marked the cache with the symbol to make it easier to find later. That's what we need more secret stashes. I hope there was nothing forbidden in it. Forgive me, your leadership, but voidsmen are simple folk. I've been trying to wean them off their grumpy habits for years. I give them anything worth having and all they want to do is hide it in a hole like a rat. Right, and they're disregarding the fact that it was hidden under the symbol that we're looking for? Odd, suspicious. Okay, now about the note. Niche, what is that note? Niche's thick eyebrows and together angrily, and you almost think you see a power charge jolt right across them. Got smugglers on the loose. Who else would be hiding these strange messages? I have them all drawn and quartered on the turbine. I will now like to find out what they're smuggling. Montague, mind if I look? Eric takes a note, careful not to let any ash fall on it. Need more. More what? Whoever wrote it, they didn't want anyone who wasn't in the know to understand. Using caches to exchange messages is a good way to keep things hidden from the enforcers. It's how some workers procure intoxicants and other items they're not supposed to have. There has to be another cache somewhere nearby. You never have to use the same one for both. The transfer or the correspondence is too risky. Gives you a look and shrugs. What? I never get any such business, I swear. I just heard that's how it's done. Of course. Okay, it's this spot. We'll have one more look around and then we'll deal with these servitors. Make sure we do not miss anything. Something popped up.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Improvised Weber. Net cannon. And what'd you find, Glato?
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Guess that one missing cargo container is kind of business as usual. Alright, about the Weber. Knee shelves weapon as if it's going to bite him. Sweat bead on his forehead. Machine sparks shake me. A homemade weapon and assembled right in this compartment. Markings are the same as on the local machine parts. This is a very serious matter. It seems someone is plotting a riot and secretly building their own arsenal from scavenged materials right under our noses. Eric definitely examines the weapon. Interesting, niche is right. This could be get a whole bit executed. No wonder these scoundrels are so cautious. Now we need to find and capture whoever set up these caches and hid the weapons. Bishop Foreman shrugs sheepishly. To tell you the truth, I'm not good at hunting rule breakers. It's not what I do. You give the orders and we will do it. Raid is too obvious. Yeah, too obvious, too big, too noisy. If we miss our target, they could hide. Yeah, if we don't get them right away. So, ambush. Bishop Foreman's thick fingers drum thoughtfully on his tool belt. These are smart. They'll spot the forces near the cache and stay outside. Your leadership will be spotted even quicker. Yeah, it'd have to be then Fernie, because if it's his people, chances are, yeah, it would actually be one of them. Although, they may be cautious of the inspectors. Clutching his fist until his knuckles crack, Eric resolutely says, will help a couple of people mind. Tough lads, I'll get them here right away. Yeah, should we have his people line with as well? I just wish I knew who to trust. Our villain could be anyone. If we pick the wrong people, we'll blow the whole ambush. We need someone from the outside. Okay, right. So I was right first time just to trust Inferno. Okay, let's take a look around first, and this sounds like it's going to progress things. Yeah, deal with this. If stuck, there must be a mechanism capable of powering the machine spared with energy somewhere in the compartment. Oh, okay, the servitors are turned in the wrong direction.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Need to be turned. There you go. There it goes. Interesting. So it stops multiple levels.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Does that have to be stop at a specific height then? Okay then. Okay, I guess that was a puzzle. Tarnished Breacher's Aquila is within the wearer's area of attack, suffer minus 8% dodge. Is within the wearer's area of attack, gain 8% dodge for 1 round. Okay, probably for Argento or Solomon. And then armor piercing ammo. Zero levels of bleed. Oh, okay, the armor piercing should not be divided by 5. So probably Argenta or Solomon, I guess. Yeah, just someone with the range attack.
Reports. The bane of an arbitrator's existence. At the end of every mission, I'm at the mercy of paperwork.
Yeah, this increases toughness. Sure, we'll switch it out. Yeah, we need someone with good willpower. I guess that'll have to do.
What lies beyond?
Yeah, I already searched around. Couldn't find anything else. Yeah, the Weber was our last thing we found, so move on. Alright, let's catch them. If we got something friendly, let's give me a hand. Get 'em, boys. Remember, the man kneeling before you has an ungainly build, a stubborn jaw, and a heavy gaze. He looks no different from any other worker in this apartment except for the tattoo on his forearm. Its design resembling a worm devouring our star. One of the first workers is holding the Weber taken from the prisoner, exactly like the one that was in the cache. Jocasta, Master at Armed Guard said first sternly. The weapon, hand it over. What you saw, keep it to yourself. She forces out the words through her clenched teeth. Your cooperation with the forces will be noted. Why was she unhappy about this? Oh, probably because it was done without the enforcer's presence. So you study the prisoner. The pigment of the tattoo looks fresh, standing out as starkly against the color of his skin, which means that it's a very recent addition. You look closely and you notice a pair of scars at the base of his neck, suspiciously reminiscent of an almost healed bite. Yeah, I'm still thinking that this is Tyranids. So who's this man? Shuf Galai, servant of the Blessed Blade, Beta 2, diligent and low-ranking worker, easily replaceable, no apparent signs of mutation. Yes, no apparent signs, but his organs could be a mess. Let's see, were any of your people harmed? Scratch on us, he's a piece of work, right enough, but he's no fuel compartment fire. More like a sparking cogitator. Zarek lifts back in with visible jealousy, but Ironrick just keeps grinning smugly. Yeah, she shouldn't be so jealous. It had to be done this way. The enforcers would have stood out. Probably would have been happier if we had just raided the compartment. But too bad, that would have been very suspicious. So address the prisoner. Well, do you feel like talking yet? The prisoner gives you a smile of a man condemned to snaps. But nothing to say to you, heretic. Choking with rage, Sarabak grabs a maul from her belt as she rasps. Allow me, Lord Captain, please. Ironrick, on me. Ironrick menacing scowls until he robbed him of his friendly charm. I'd be happy to oblige. I'm the heretic, am I? Either fears without knowing of his reason, or he has a very skewed perspective. Prisoner jerks as if trying to point at you with his tight hands. You're a false believer, a fake captain. You're leading people into the gloom of heresy, away from salvation. Sounds like a lot of smoke. The speeches of your enemies, Monkey, sound just like your own, fanatical, composed of nothing but rage and contempt. Is even that not enough to make you wonder? Cassia, she whispers in mesmerized horror. His soul is pale, almost colorless. But alien hues have seeped into it, unthinkable and insane. And they came from without. Yep, definitely something. Gonna costs to handle this. Let her work out her frustrations. Let's analyze ourselves, since we can at least get some bonuses from our retinue. As you command, although I believe this zeal requires some effort, questioning finance is a long and exhilarating process. Arabella grumbles, and once again, Lord Captain is doing her subject's works for them. Dirty, bloody work. Could Solomon do this? We could use our powers of the war. But considering what happened last time, is that really a good idea? Well, these are low chance of working, however. I think we have a save before this. Let's try filling with the visions of the horrors of the war. A hazy cycle of frost comes to floor at your feet. You and the rest perceive only glimpses and shadows of the Empyrean terrors creeping through the weakened veil. The warp senses a weakness in the mind of the wounded and frightened man, and 6 claws deep. The prisoner begins to shake, and his face contorts in a grimace of pain and horror. Blood bursting from his nose, his eyes roll up as if in a gaze inside his head at things no living soul should have to witness. Grimmer, memories of hardly but grace steals your song. I hear it. I won't break. Sarbeck smiles longingly. Not much longer, your ladyship. Yeah, we'll have Solomon do this. It's not an actual check, it looks like. I really knows of a gesture from the proctor. Glato nudges the prisoner, bites down, and starts wildly shaking his arm. The man's bones break and his flesh tear apart, but his screams are filled with horror rather than pain. So overpowering is his fear of this living weapon. It looks somewhere else that he knows no pity. Glato, heal. The miscreant can't take anymore. What we need is answers, not execution. A gurgling sob falls from the man's lips. Stop. I'll talk. Sarah looks at him with a radiant smile. The prisoner is ready to cooperate, your ladyship. Well, Chikasa looks satisfied, despite not getting her turn. Yeah, whom do you serve? The cult of the Rounded Star, the true believers, the righteous, the pure congregation. They who hear the songs of his angel. How did the conspirators recruit you? I believed I found him. I bowed to him. His angels kin granted me a revelation. He nurtured my flesh and let me join the congregation. The man's words evolved into nonsensical muttering. No, tell us about your cult. We believe in the many-armed emperor. Oh yeah, okay, that's Tyranid. He who waits for his children cast out into the unknowable abyss. He is kind and merciful. He uproots tyrannies of evil. He sends his angels to the righteous, and angels' kin follows. The man lowers his gaze with an expression of surprise. It seems he has described his paltry religion in its entirety. Sarback. This is a pawn among this tool. He was brainwashed and forced into submission. He's not even a distributor of ideology. He was merely fed the rudiments, and without trusting him with anything important, they sent him out to serve and die. I guess we could ask about the old man. Also, certain know the angel's not the woeful human form. He is splendor. His riches is a divine inspiration of the many-armed emperor. You, faithless one, were granted the honor of gazing upon the Magus, our god shepherd, our messenger. The captain lets out a deranged chuckle. If you beheld the angel, you would scratch your own brain out with your eye sockets. Through your eye sockets, where you realize the depth of wickedness before him. Jocasta, many-armed, a deep furrow appears on Sarabak's brow. Blasted our captain, we are dealing with an extremely dangerous Xenos cult that excels in hiding among humans. Right, what do you know? Very little as per regulations, every master at arms passes on special instructions to their successor. Instructions that more resemble disturbing tales, some of them mentioning genetic cults, covert clans, cliques, and sects that all share one common trait: xeno infestation. These things pass themselves off as ordinary people, as rabble or preachers, corrupting new groups that pray to the unholy idol, which they often refer to as the many-armed emperor. They create ever-growing families and produce offspring. It is at first, but with each new generation, more and more human appearance, and then that rise up. Earlet, I have heard of them. Every tale was awash in blood. They are the reapers of the great devourer, predators that have bloomed from its seed, beasts whose gift is to turn the weak-spirited into their enthralled fighters. Beware of them, Ellen talk. When they are near, even a loyal friend may turn out to be a messenger of death. By the many-armed emperor? Their arms, Lord Captain. The Xenos have more arms than normal. They twist and pervert our faith, probably for the sole reason that it gives them the blasphemous pleasure. Yeah, I think less pleasure and just more easy convenience. Why did they choose to act among the rebels specifically? Because they need numbers. Lord X have plenty of dark corners for the Xenos to lie in wait, corners are too dull-witted and spineless to identify the threat before it is too late. And at the same time, they are dull-witted and spineless enough to serve as cannon fodder, to be thrown to the cult's enemies when the uprising begins. What's objective? Power, but a sacrifice to the god? Their end goal is always mutiny. They can prepare for many durations, accumulating weapons and numbers until one day they attack. That day is their day of revelation, the apotheosis of their profane faith. They think that on that day the blasphemous star children will descend from the void and elevate their worshippers. I mean, kinda. Though it doesn't end well for them. Right, back to the prisoner. The new veteran, Starback nods grimly, lost in troubling thoughts. So what are you plotting? Death, yours. Even broken, he musters a spiteful sneer. Fake Captain, the faithful already aiming at your heart. I was ordered to stockpile weapons so that when the fateful hour comes, the righteous would not stand unarmed. Jocasta, I wouldn't say that these improvised weapons are that much better than fighting with bare hands, but until we're done with the cleanup, every enforcer will carry a combat knife for cutting through the nets. Right, reasonable. And we don't know if they have anything worse. So then, where are you hiding? In a sanctuary, a tomb for heretics, a quiet place. In that dynastic crypt, the vermin have infiltrated the crypt, holding the bodies of the worthiest servants of the dynasty. None was on his side, save the captain's personal retinue, and they dared, but how? The crypt's defenses are impenetrable. That is a good question. I mean, as well as it could have found someone related, there were supposed to be other people related to the Bond Freelancius that were supposed to be coming. They could have gotten a hold of one of them and used them. So then, I presume our next objective is the Ramblins dynastic crypt. Yes, our leadership, we must attack now while we still have the element of surprise. I will distract us, but I will require your presence and the Confessor Adelbart's help. Fierce machine spirits guard the dead. They won't let an armed troop pass without direct command from the rogue traitor. and the ring of the ship confessor. I'll meet you at the doors. Casting a glance at the prisoner, whispering incoherently under his breath as Starbuck adds our family. And the spells come with their permission. I'll throw out the airlock. I doubt we have any further use. Well, considering as serious as this is absolutely a bad idea. Dad, we send him to a nearby penal colony. He'll just convert everyone there. Yeah, give the enforcers some extra training. It will be done. Excellent. Hopefully they do not get corrupted. And okay, can't talk to them. Yeah, I guess we're done here.
What is it?
Okay, that was odd.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
Correct time. So, what should we bring? And leave Abelard behind. Bring Heinrichs. Magenta could be useful for our flamethrower. Earlight at least seems somewhat familiar. Gossip bring Pascal, they didn't mention machine spirits. Yeah, Cassie is always useful. Yeah, we'll try this setup. Almost want to pull a Warhammer 40k Martyr Inquisition, or whatever it was, the ARPG that we played a little while ago. Oh, the enforcers are here.
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
Confessor. Out the ship's confessor, Solomon raises his hands above the altar and speaks mournfully. Heed me, O guardian spirits, we have come to punish a great desecration. Heresy has made us a lair in the dynastic crypt and disturbed the peace of our honored dead. I beg you to perform the ritual of unsealing and allow us passage. A hand-shaped panel opens in the altar of unsealing. The panel is lined with sharp spikes. Jocasta, Lord Captain, we now require the blood. The crypt will not open without the rogue trader's genetic signature. Are your people ready? Ready as never before, leadership. They are incensed by this profane intrusion and eager to exterminate the menace before the eyes of our departed ancestors. And forces will secure the side section of the crypt, preventing flanking attacks. Good. So how about a blessing from Aldebart? May the Emperor protect his children who carry forth his cleansing flame. Hear the roar of the chain swords and bellow the Autogons, for they are his voice. Oft do I preach clemency to our noble officers, but this I say to you now. This I pity and show no mercy. And all this within Eldari in the party. Okay. would be fun of as proper tier newts. But I'm thinking it'll just be the gene cultist. Oh no, wait, we did fight Tyranids on one point, I think. Perhaps mechanisms teeth that sting your flesh, leaving your blood trickling down the small ducts into the altar's bowels. You hear a click and the crypt's doors open with a piercing creak. Beyond them, you see nothing but darkness. Sacrilege of the hollow crypt must remain illuminated at all times to drive away the shadows from a place where the ancestors' final repose. Jocasta, this was done on purpose, I'm sure of it. Our coming is expected. Vanguard provides what Captain with an illuminator silver skulls. She gives you a surprisingly easy smile and bows. Take care of your leadership. Watch out for the dark corners. Move out for our house of Ramblins. Alright, try not to get in.
I'll show you how it's done. Moving out.
And then soon the screams shall be all we hear. The ship wake has been an Henrik bursts into the ante compartment and stops short when he sees the open doors and gloom beyond. When late, I meant to report an act of sabotage. They cut off the Prometheus supply to Crypt's lighting, rocketing an ambush. Well, of course, we were kind of expecting something. Yeah, why'd you fail to discover this earlier? You covered your tracks well, but I was. Worried about your safety. Henrik smiles somewhat sheepishly, which is why I took the liberty of sending maintenance patrols to inspect the perimeter of the crypt. The expedition's performance is laudable, Infernus Master. The officer bows his head with dignity. You notice a fresh oil stains on his coat. This is not sent his armor and also went to investigate the area himself. Okay, so he's quite loyal. He did the best he could. If only it was a little bit better. So that weather through darkness or well at halls we are going in. I fear we might be underestimating the enemy. The enforcers have already done it once. I, the first would join in this fight if you would have us. To get inside, the arbitrations would have had to make a passage for themselves somewhere in the crypt's perimeter. And no one knows the maintenance tunnels better than us. We could find the breach and attack the enemy from the rear. But there are a few workers armed with axes and torches will make much of a difference. We would be honored to die in your name. Would be useful, but they're more useful to us, I lied. Yeah, don't throw your lives away, stay out of this. As you command, be careful. Yeah, I'm thinking that there's going to be plenty of reinforcements. And then we could just sacrifice some to deal with that. Rivers Master as people leave the hall. Doors the crypt are open. It's time to step into the darkness.
One step at a time. Amidst
dark
the
and creepy.
madness.
Ooh, and lights. This is fun. Really interesting seeing how they develop, how the devs can develop their game once they have the main part done, what they can add to it. Makes what was that about? Yeah, but it makes all potentials the next game all the more interesting, more intriguing, considering what they can now add. The place isn't too large. Glacial ran ahead. The gate has been blocked to cut off all possible escape routes for the heretics and forces of light. They will not open until victory has been secured.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Nope, looks like somebody died already. In the pale light of the lumen, the servitor looks like an animated corpse. No grave will ever accept it even as become a thing. Harsh.
They will see. Oh, yes, they all will see.
An enforcer? Harvey tore the victims to shreds. The victims mutilated inside glistens with ichor and are interspersed with vestigial skeletons. Genetic abomination, there can be no doubt. Really, Harvey did that. Impressive. Well, so far no dead enforcers.
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Remember the deeds of the hero who died to protect their captain. Is this the Arch-Mutant? Or is this a previous Lord Captain's? Here lies Derek Wolfgang of sneezing a lot. Wolfgang of Gexter, the first seneschal to have come aboard the vessel. Your duty is done. The others will serve in your stead. Oh, I'm sure Ablar would like this.
Curiosity sings in my veins.
There are large footprints in the dust, but the 2 feet are of different shapes. One human and the other clawed and all of them mutated. Alright, so they mess with their bodies.
These bones of the dead should be serving the living. They could be used in rites or divinations, or as amulets. Why are they here, gathering dust and concealed from people's eyes?
Maybe they are here so that overeager lunatics do not disturb them. If you on board, I would have packed this crypt with traps charged with the machine spark.
Oh, that's certainly 2 different views on things.
What lies beyond?
So Carpus was installed recently. The description reads here: Arch-Militant Mort keeps his eternal vigil, protecting the one he cannot protect in life. Okay, yeah, that's Arch-Militant that was serving Theodora. The gate does not yield. The luminary's serviceable beam reveals life is capable of the entry cottage area, snaking in the dark.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Yep, the enforcers are definitely dead. But then we've got Pascal. What sort of horrible things await us? Oh, this is lit. Board Fiddle Pure. Okay. Well, they even ran into that.
Curious creatures. I
Kill the leader of
watched
the
us intersect
aberrations.
you.
You cannot stop the angel faithful!
Crush those who oppose the under the main armed emperor. Magus of the Ravenous Star. Where are the enforcers? Ooh, you're big. Yep, Gene Stealers. Stronghold of the Aberrations, what is this? Can only be destroyed by the Mega's telekinetic explosion ability. Oh. You're gonna summon something, aren't you? Although it does have range attack. Yeah, maybe that's the machine spirit that is supposed to be guarding things. Well, we'll be on this side. Oh, we don't have a frontliner. Could be an issue. Oh, okay. Bit of an explosion down here. I already saw it with these guys. It looks like it's centered kinda in Irolet.
A job for the sun.
True believers will inherit all.
If I may. I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Good shot.
Bring deliverance. The angel will reward us.
Annoyingly so. Okay, we'll get there.
Schemes within schemes.
I thought these were supposed to be -1. Oh, this one's -1. This one biomedicine is -1.
Let's see. Oh, a wicked thought.
Okay, you're paralyzed or you're stunned. They're both melee. Can get any of these guys? Can get you.
Oh, a genius at work.
Okay, then set you on fire. And then give Cassie another turn.
Schemes.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Bring deliverance.
Isn't this a job for the...
Okay, you're stunned. You're still stunned. You... No, you're okay. You're not stunned. Still kind of worried about this thing. Yeah, probably aim for you since you're not stunned.
If I'm fortune favors the swift.
You might die from your damage, but I think it'll be at the end of your turn, however. Let's try to get some of these guys.
I understand your intent. This tedium is beneath me. If it serves your cause.
Alright, that works.
If I must.
Looking for the snipers and marksmen.
I am not your zeal, pet monkey.
Setting target parameters for technical units.
Down over there. We could certainly maybe get him. Oh, okay, that was odd. Oh, still found him. What's an ambush? Quite slow. Right, so I was planning something. Okay, we'll leave these guys for Cabela. Let's actually try to destroy this thing. Yeah, let's send Glato over to this guy.
Leto, we're undertaking this task. One of us would be enough.
Oh wow, okay.
We've got a job to do, Glato. Understood.
You mean you're still causing damage to it? Yeah, these things do have a return. Oh, so that's what they do. Is that what we do then? Just fire directly across? Yeah, unfortunately these guys are a bit too separated. We can kill him and get an extra turn. Jump to this guy. He'll die from the from above. Then jump to this one. And then return. No, actually, we can't return because if we do, we're going to. Yeah, we right on the explosives. We can save one death from above and then use that to jump up here or something. So it'd be kill this one, jump to him, and then focus on taking on this guy.
I bring mercy and retribution. I will not die in dishonor. As the tenants.
Yeah, so we should have 2 of those.
Trust me. As honor ordained.
Now it's free. We can use this one, and then we return.
Trust me. Let your soul be purged.
Unless we had done 1 more damage to this one. Oh, that's no good. Casting it down. Yeah, those crips. A lot of damage.
Step by step, I lead.
We can get these 2 guys electrocuted.
A wicked thought. Let's see.
Did you heal? Might have.
Another one is shattered.
Was it the Neophyte Marks, the hybrid sniper? Yeah, so you have to take multiple shots during that. Yeah, Glacial won't be able to reach that one because it has to go through the wall. Yeah, Glacial would get destroyed by these two guys.
A wicked thought. The jaws of oblivion yawn wide.
Yeah, it's these things. Those are a bit more of a problem. Okay, Cabela can deal with those two.
Medium is beneath. Serves your call.
Hmm, 78.
Stand your intent.
$88. Oh, I forgot using Perfect Shot. Well, she's on recover, so it doesn't matter.
Serves your call.
Yeah, we need to be destroying this thing. Can you do it? That worked. Yeah, probably should have done is have them focus on destroying the strongholds. Alright, it's only one signal type.
We bring deliverance. The true believers will inherit all.
Yet. Not yet.
into position. The order is clear. I'll take it.
After this one, or we could try to get rid of the aberrant. Let's get rid of the neophyte. The aberrant moves slow enough.
As the tenants. Trust me.
Good, healing up. Yeah, if I ever do that. And you are ensnared.
A genius. A wicked thought.
Yeah, I definitely should have been using him for this. Oh, target too far. Well, that's unfortunate.
The door of oblivion. Yawn wide.
And that's even more unfortunate.
Huh. What if...
Veil?
Could have got incredibly lucky with that. Okay, one more sniper.
Tedium is beneath. I am not your seat. Understand your intent. I am not your seat. This tedium is beneath me. Serves your cause.
Very risky.
Request approved.
You seriously missed that?
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
The guilty will fall. It won't take long.
Well dodged.
Accepted.
Failing.
That's super lucky that he survived.
Do you think my body was suffering?
Guess we'll focus on the aberrant.
Death comes in silence. The shadows will see it.
And you parried.
I shall not fail. As
Okay, you're just dodging everything. Magnus has been pretty quiet. I haven't seen him do anything in a while. Okay, there it goes. Toss something down.
Every threat ends in death.
Oh, that's a pity.
Let's see. Schemes within schemes within schemes. The storm approaches.
The order is clear. I'll take it as a reality.
Still dodging everything.
Understood.
Can you destroy this
I
one?
understand your intent. Think no
Good.
more. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If I must. If it serves your cause, no weakness is hidden from my sight. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. Fragility
exposed. Attachment makes us weak.
Accepted.
Well, if Cabela kill that one, or at least try to.
Understood. The order is clear.
Oh, is it close enough to Rugagleto? Maybe not.
I am your blade and shield.
Good. Good. Oh, should have used Blood Oath.
As the tenants demand. As honor ordained. The shadows will see it done. Many hearts to death.
Oh yeah, that's why we're paying attention to the explosive marks. I think Bella might be able to take on that one.
If it serves your cause.
Yeah, weaken that one.
I
Focus on this
understand
one.
your intent. I am not your Xenos pet monkey. If it serves your cause.
A dance of blades and shadows, as honor ordains. An offering of blood.
Should have thought of popped on that one. That did not. Also, that we didn't get another use of like the from above.
I shall not fail.
There is only death. A broken blade. Use.
Okay, that works. Okay, she can't move because she fired. Have Cabela move next to her so she can maybe get a heal.
If I...
I really thought that the Megas was going to explode these or something and something horrible was going to come out. But no,
This tedium is beneath
they're
me.
being fairly quiet.
I bring mercy and retribution.
out of my way. You cannot trick death. It will claim me one day. Swift and silent. I understand your intent. Not your seat, monkey. If I beyond the veil.
Okay, no more of those.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Yeah, that seems to be all he's doing.
I can heal your wounds, not your soul. Though I gave thee my blood and my pain, thou hast ordained that I shall live. I move as if unseen.
What are you protected by? No damage from creatures made from... No damage from attacks made by outside the realm, okay. You say that.
Your zeal.
Okay. Just checking. Or maybe not.
Tedium has been...
Yeah, he's clearly taking damage.
I am not your zenith. Guide me.
Something's taking damage. Yeah, he's taking damage. I wonder if that's a bug. Also, I'm fully expecting a phase 2.
I am your blade and shield.
Okay, focus on Cabela then.
I understand your intent. If I must.
Yeah, he's still taking damage.
Not your zeal. Swift. Death comes in silence.
Airlight might end up killing him before Cabela gets in range.
Serves your call. Understand your intent. Helium is beneath me. I am not your zenith. Hidden from my sight. Serves your cause. I understand your intent. A dance of blades and shadows.
The unworthy will be destroyed!
tedium has been
149.
if I may.
But yeah, really, this is just bugged. You should not be taking damage. No damage from attacks made by creatures outside of the dome. But he very much is.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. Serves your cause. I deal death with my hands.
Okay, there goes. No phase 2. Cool. Magus of the Ravenous Star. The element before he resembles a human being, with a scale pointing across going from the bridge of his nose to the top of his bloated, hairless head that protects cheekbones and the black claws on his meaty fingers. Leave no doubt that the creature is a genetic aberration. He utters in a creaking voice, black spittle spraying from his mouth. You have spilt the blood of the congregation. You have offended the purest of his chosen children, you heretic. Armor going to appear. The creature's last word elicits a nervous laugh from nearby enforcers. Where were they at? The irony of this embodied perversion of the human form, accusing you of heresy, is not lost on them. Before the confessor whispers a quiet prayer, the master at arms is watching the old man's every move, her lips twisted in contempt. Right, Master at Arms, report. Sarah's gaze remains trained on the mutant. You notice deep wounds on her chest and shoulder, but she shows no signs of acknowledging their existence. Strike forces have cleared the side sections of mutants. The freaks fought like madmen, but they could not match the skill of the Von Vance's enforcers. Once the victory was secured, our pursuit units made sure that none would escape. Our flaming squads are in the process of purging the crypt. All degenerates confirmed dead. Should we excuse them for their negligence? No, but then again, considering that they are alive, that is something to consider. Yeah, as for this one, we have no idea when they actually came aboard initially. So yeah, part of the forces for the negligence that led to the treason endangering the ship. They have proven themselves. Have they? I mean, I guess they were still useful in the investigation. She bows her head respectfully, and her expression relaxes as she responds with a weak smile. Thank you for restoring our honor, Lord Captain. Audibart, how much of the crypt has been desecrated? Audibart, the cursed spot have disrupted the spirits of the dead, but thankfully they did not have enough time to wreak much destruction as they could have. Many tombs were disturbed, but what is the most outrageous? Audibart carefully presents you with the sapphire blue gemstone. They sought to despoil Lady Theodora's urn. Why Lady Theodora? After Our Lady's ship's cremation, her ashes were made into this magnificent relic, an example of resilience and purity. One of the heretics dared to lay claim to it. It really touches her spirit zone and resonates with a soft, pearly glow. They may appear similar, and yet, as bright as the monkey relics are on the surface, they are hollow inside. They hold no memory, no life. Yeah, it is quite decorative. Definitely not the same as the Eldaris. Yeah, do all rogue traders have the remains turned into gemstones? Not at all. No tradition. Not at all. No. Tradition demands that the Lord Captain's body be burned, so that no one can use the samples of their tissue or blood to gain access to the ship systems that require the rogue trader's genetic imprint. Lady Theodora herself once voiced her desire to be turned into a stone. Okay, so just a bit of our own vanity then. So then, as for the relics remain in my keeping, I'll return the relic to Lady Theodora's urn. Yeah, return it to her urn. I perform the ritual, pray in hopes of easing Lady Theodora's anger. The ashes of the other eminent dead whose rest was disturbed will be transferred to the reliquary chapel. Rites of redemption will be held day and night. 1,000 of the ship's crew will be allowed to kneel before the relics and pray the Lord Captain's health and Dynasty's prosperity. Now let's see what the Moonlander has to say. Thought he was dead. Magus, you shall perish in the cold void. Your heart shall beat its last under the light of the uncaring stars. Your lungs shall become trees of ice within your chest. You will never receive the grace of the many-armed emperor. The man calls curses after curse down upon you with spiteful satisfaction. Nudge one of his wounds with the toe of your boot. The old man doubles over, but it is not pain or fear, but burning hatred that contorts on his face. Go on, torture me, I'll endure it. My time may be up, but you are all doomed. I will gladly spit the words of truth in your face, and I will burn you like acid. In death, I will send to the host of your pure voices, and I will await the day when you will pay for the shed blood of his children. Well, so was him. Yeah, it was you I saw on the mission. Are you the leader of the spawn? He interrupts in wet, slurping laughter. I am the herder of the pure. The many-armed emperor has blessed my mind with the ability to behold him, and I guide his children, until you came and slaughtered us, heretic. Chakasta, the loathsome tribe has spawned a sorcerer. Sarah grimaces in disgust. No doubt to help them brainwash more victims and swell their cultist ranks. Why'd you make your lair in the crypt? Then wander in here, we were free to offer our prayers without fear of discovery, and the sight of dead heretics was pleasing. Trampling your bones was a righteous act. That's why I ordered the pure to sunder the walls of your bone vault and make this place a sanctuary for the congregation. Failed this test. Yeah, so we're missing something here. The malice light in the abomination's eyes. No doubt, no barrier could have stopped him, intent as he was to commit sacrilege. So, are there more of you on board? Where'd you come from? Ooh, station. 40 years ago, the Pathfinder, Theodora, the false sovereign, stopped at the trade outpost Arioch's Rim to replenish her crew. The outpost had long served as a bastion of the pure. My brethren and I were chosen to embark on the ship and prepared for the coming of the many-armed emperor. This uprising against your godless dominion has been many years in the making. You notice the crypt looks surprisingly unfiled. Even after all these years, the heretics could have turned into an inconceivable nightmare. Signs of corruption are few and localized here. Eric's rim, the cesspool of damnation, must be burned. Who knows how many ships they have infected over the decades? Very true. So, what are you, mutants or Xenos? His face becomes a glowing grimace. We are the pure, the congregation of the children of the many-armed emperor, genetic perfection of existence. You'll never understand. You are of inferior flesh. Your genes are woven from feebleness and misery. We are the new curve of the spiral. We are one, and thus we are strong. Pascal's visor flashes scarlet, growing brighter with every word. This statement is false. Only true flesh is perfect. You are a scrap of ignorant meat, and the wanted genetic perfection, which you are not. You grounded in nothing by the cogs of the Omnissiah. I guess he took offense to that. The old man shrinks and hisses as his face is bathed in the red light of the visor, itself framed by the shadows of writhing mechadendrites. Okay, about the many-armed emperor now. The true God who comes to the void to us. He's about children. The universe is an abyss of horrors, and only he can save us, but not you, Val heretics. You are all doomed. Fantastic. Alright, hang him. Mass face twists in rage as his milky eyes bulge. Maynard Emperor, cometh, the true God shall avenge us, and when he does, I will laugh. His string of doomsaying is silenced by a kick from the master at arms. Nice level up out of that. So aside from the gem loot that we returned, is there any other loot? Okay, a few things here and there. We can pick them up as we leave. Just a rebel sniper. Don't need that. Oh, this is Theodora's. Yep, her statue towers over the broken urn. She is confident and bold, as if she is challenging those who dare to disturb the trader's rest. Get a little dagger. Each attack with this dagger increases its damage by +1 at the end of combat. Oh. Yeah, it might be good for Cabela. Bloodburner. Every hit from this pistol increases the level of damage over time effects suffered by the target by +5. Does not stack. That is not every hit. Just the first hit.
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
All the while seems to grin with the broken teeth as mocking the dynasty's ancestors. Maybe possible to make a hole like that without industrial tools. Yeah, guessing that we had passed that demolition check, we would have noticed something about this. Out of our genetic aberration has solved the temple of memory. I will conduct a vigil in the crypt to ensure that all corruption is expelled and the Emperor's light shines in his hall once more. Jocasta. Memory spots are already assigned to the side locations. Soon the defiled whose bodies will be nothing but ash piles, while stopping the last stain of disease that have been wiped away. Yeah, you do that. No, the Weber. Oh, interesting. Hi, Celine. Nice little explosive. A cistern? How dare they?
In this tapestry of a world, I am the rogue thread.
The unknown first rogue trader. Okay, spies. I guess that's the reason why that one wasn't attacking. Is that it? Yeah, that appears so. Okay, let's get the level ups taken care of and then move on. Yeah, that'll probably help. You guys could see me down persuasion. Get you some agility. Ready to get you to go early as possible. Or that can get you strength. No, let's get you agility. Yeah, get your willpower. Oh wow, your Xenolore is actually pretty high. beautiful does, considering how often you miss that. Alright, that took a while. I think we're done with this. Now to footfall. Oh no, we have to deal with the layer. Pillars of Verdus. Is it anywhere on our way to Footfall? Okay, all the way up here. So I'll be on the way to Kiabagama instead. So... hold on. Alright, there it goes. Knowing when that happens. We were here for a reason. Why? Why is this place highlighted? Oh, is this about the people looking for the burning worlds? Huh? Oh no, was this the voidship that came from Kiabagama that was full of heretics? Okay, yeah, we already went through this one.
I am at your service.
Okay, let's take a quick trip to the other the other planet, the other system. Yeah, just see why this place is highlighted. And why is that not explored? Dabella, the voice pulls you from going through a stack of reports. Gamma, I wish to see you moving the sacred crypt. Will destroy the meanings of heresy. It is important. Alright. Be right there. Your genuine excitement in Cabela's voice. I'll be waiting. In the meantime, a fire broke out on the decks during the voyage. The disaster consumed the entire chamber, destroying precious cargo. Annoying. Few people claim the soot of the plastil beams formed lines in cryptic alien language not known to humans. I'm sure it was nothing. Yes, we would explore that. Toss the extractor on it. Okay, yeah, so that's the Casbalca one. Okay, yeah, so just moving around, that's what it was about. So... I have to go meet with her. Alright, before I do that, I'll be right back. Once this finishes loading. There it goes. Alright, let's continue. Let's see, are we going to talk to Gabella for this, or are we going to do someone for retinue?
Domin. Maybe
You did say to meet her, right? Yeah, meet me in the Sacred Crypt where we destroy the minions of Heresy. Oh, there it is. Gabella bows her head in a short greeting, her eyes practically glow with anticipation. Within these walls are the spectral watch of the dead in the land that our deeds have cleansed of pestilence. I wish to take you on a journey, the ritual of finding light. Oh hey, more rituals. She slowly brings a hand to your face and touches the corner of your eye. Sight is your ally and your foe, or resist only to perceive deeds and be oblivious to intentions. I will teach you to see without eyes, Domin Gamma, as I was taught once. Will you permit me to sew your eyes shut and guide you through the ritual along a thread unseen? Really? Sew the eyes shut. So... forever? Well, obviously not, she went through it. No, Domin Gamma, my stitches will be precise and my hand careful. Once you have passed the ritual, I will unseal your eyes and no harm will have come to you. Okay. Moving the cryptic needle on Gabella's hand could be mistaken for the flash of one of her blades. Close your eyes, Domin Gamma, and humble your breath. Humble your breathing in a silent prayer to the Undying One. Wow, that's interesting. Gabella, your eyelids hurt after having been punctured and stitched together with a thread. The sensation muddles your thoughts and evokes an eerie dread from the depths of your heart. You're blind and not a single ray of light can creep into your world, and your only awareness about your immediate surroundings is based on subtle noises. Through the veil of pain, you hear Gabella's quiet voice. You accept his blessings with a single purpose, to serve him in our unity, stronger than any chains. Come to me, Domin Gamma, the sound of my voice will show you the way, if you can unfetter your heart. Well, this is gonna be rough. Toughness, focus on the pain. Good, at least I succeeded. You focus on your attention on your physical suffering, and the pain retreats as if intimidated by your resolve. You take a step and then another. Suddenly, Gilla's voice seems to multiply as if every word were being spoken by several copies of her in unison. Along the threads that form the web, along the rays and stars whose heart turns ice into flame, along the tracks we have left for one another, we shall come together in unity that will become our revelation, in death which grants true sight, in death for which all are fated. Your knees buckle, the anxiety that has been with you since the beginning of the ritual now clamps around your throat like a collar of steel. Will power it up? Good. You channel your force of will to push the suffocation aside, refusing to let it force you to your knees. You can almost hear the ringing of metal as the collar around your throat finally loosens. The guiding thread of Gilla's voice shines in your mind. All who rest in these halls do so as a reward for the deeds they performed in his name. May the end of our journey be as glorious as that of all who came before us. Gilla's trails off. Eventually she adds softly and quietly, "Take my hand, thus shall we walk into the halls we are destined for." Trust me, follow me. What are you talking about? You're blind. Pick up his hand and steps forward. Trust you. Okay, you take a step, and you feel darkness touch you. Directly ahead, you see Cabela, holding your hand, her eyes so full of warmth and looking at you. You found me, despite everything. Now dive deeper. Immerse yourself in what unites us at the crossroads. The gloom begins to part as the red sharp blade cuts the stitches on your eyelids one by one. You feel gentle touches. Your wounds sting a little, and alas, you can see once more. The dim light of the crypt blinds you so badly that Cabela appears as a faceless dark silhouette before you. Cabela, and once again you have witnessed my truth, Domingama. Cabela dares not look at you. Her gaze seems to be directed inward, or perhaps nowhere at all. Light has been found. We have passed another circle on our way to the truth at the heart of our bond. Yeah, I saw a glowing labyrinth just like the one you traced on the officer's deck. That takes a deep breath. You saw it. Then you're walking down this winding path together with me. You must have truly come to know me if our minds had touched so. She frowns. I didn't expect your trance to extend so deeply. I must think about this. This is not some metaphor. Your gift makes it clear that your and Cabela's minds now share a psychic connection, one that both of you are helping to sustain. Oh. Would this not happen then if she were not a psyker? Then how would it have occurred then? Would it have just been full darkness? See, you're different just now, more feeling. You have a mask on her face. On her face is not her souls, the corners of her mouth, which I may be a spirit of death, but I'm still human inside, as are you. We had 3 decades for the ritual. It was difficult to experience, but we did it together. She looks at you with a losing smile. Yes, we did. That is how the ritual of finding light is performed, not alone, but together, by those who are bound in his light, in his name. We must return from this hall out into the world. And please, Cabela presses her hand to your chest. All that the ritual has revealed to you, keep it in your hearts. It is your treasure alone. Interesting date, they went on. Yeah, very different than other games handle these things. So, Cabela, where'd you go? Still bleeding all over the place?
Dome it.
Yep. Okay, nothing new.
May the
Oh yeah, let's get them leveled up. Oh, we just got you agility. Alright, finally on footfall once again. Oh, there's an unexplored world here. Right, forgot about that. Yeah, where's that other world? Is the void ship hiding it? No, they have just the artificial facility, which is this thing. Our captain and Lex mechanics assigned to the Aspect Chapel reporting a significant drop in our communications potential. This may cause us to telepathic patrol in which your relationship is date to participate. The first report that the choir master asked for an audience below the captain. It has Since locked himself in the chapel, using to let anyone in. As raising on to the quest may seem, I cannot shake the feeling that it is a cry for help. Okay, back to the choir master then. Service in the Founder Bay, a certain Nemesis, individual figure delivered by Lord Dex, Rala shot the commander during a routine medical supply delivery. And calling the vessel's service to fight for a better life. The rebel immediately plundered the medical storehouse and proceeded to smash other supply stations, slaughtering officers as they went. Really? How dare they? Nemesis has escaped, and the situation on the deck is quickly spinning out of control. Master at Arms asked permission to apply the harshest possible treatment, not simply to restore order, but to avenge the dead commandant as well as the fallen enforcers. We have to deal with the Nemesis. This could be the details of the commandant's murder. Nemesis' reason for the attack had to do with the widow of a respected foreman. She had delayed the queue by begging to be given medicine for afflicted children, which the commandant refused because her request exceeded the expenditure quota. The widow persisted and was given 10 lashes on the spot. That's when the Nemesis fired the fatal shot and then set off a mutiny in the compartment. What about the Nemesis? This is the fourth Nemesis to operate on lower decks over the past few years. Previously were captured by enforcers, and each one openly identified themselves as Nemesis. The public execution evidently has no effect. People continue to rally around the hero as soon as one emerges and always believe in the vulnerability of their champion. The Seneschal points out that all Nemesis act in the same fashion. When the rebels feel oppressed, they step forward, serving as a spark that ignites the fires of sedition. They target the officers most hated by the workers, where the strictness adheres to order, with every murder bringing cheers from the commoners. Boxmaster shares the rumors about Nemesis that abound on lower decks. Some say he arises from the blood of oppressed laborers, some that he is the vessel spirit of justice. Others believe he's a moral hero. Such veneration makes it very difficult to capture the riffraff's champion. In light of the discovery of Gene Stealer cult on the ship, Heinrich Van Cox recommends paying special attention to the Nemesis story. The interrogator suspects that the escaped mutants behind the assignment of revolt. It is too similar to one of the tactics employed by these enemies of humanity. Yeah, there is also something to consider. I doubt zone division among the rabble will work. They'll probably just give up with someone not too popular. About information on the Founder Bay. There's a unbearable heat and poison air where scrap metal is melted down into plates that are later used to repair and refit the hull. There is no critical facilities there, and the bay is fairly easy to isolate. This opens up opportunities for quelling unrest with no casualties among the enforcers. Definitely shut down life support, but if Nemesis is not in the area, if already moved on to a different section, stories of that could be used to incite rebellion. Same thing with the Master of Arms. Yeah, while just comforting them could just incite them, urge them to do more. Yeah, all routes do seem like they could be a way to further increase rebellion, or just be outright ineffective. I guess we'll continue with Iconoclasts then. The rest is subsided when the serfs praise the rogue trader's generosity. The enforcers gloomy predict that the rebels will simply shed blood even more quickly, and will the next time they find themselves lacking for something. Yeah, that is certainly a possibility. The bridge is thrown in the sound of endless officer reports, the hum of ancient mechanism, and the buzz of servo engines. Among the usual servants bustling to and fro, the captain notices a flash of flame red hair. So what does Erlich want? Or is this someone else with red hair? Erlich, you posed a question to me not long ago and then talked, and now I am here to present you with my answer. The fluid grace emerges from the shadows of the captain's bridge. Her face seems to glow in the luminous light, her expression is slightly more pensive than usual. Okay, you got my complete attention. Listen closely to my answer on the top. You may struggle to comprehend what is to be said, being accustomed to reveling in your own might and skewing the world to suit yourself. Pitch your understanding not toward my words, but the sense that lies hidden in the shade of the sounds. That half closes her eyes, her words unfurling slowly and melodically. You try to split the world into pieces, to fragment it, to light and dark, truth and lies, self and other. But I see the world as a single whole, and in this lies simplicity and complexity. It is not simply enough. It is not enough simply to see the world and hear its voices. You must understand it. Think of the weapon, the world on which our paths crossed. What is it truly? What is its essence? The Lilith's magnificence comes not from the green of its vast forest, or from the depths of its waters. Its beauty is in the words, in the way it dances on the tongue, and even you on top can sense it. Try say the word slowly, delicately. It's inside all straight thoughts. Feel, perhaps, and then you'll see. Close your eyes, empty your mind, and speak the word. The world around you fades, and your perception instantly narrows, coming to a single point of focus on the tip of your tongue. Live, your tongue delicately tickles the roof of your mouth, and the sound slips along your throat with incredible silkiness, warming as it goes, like a sip of fresh recap. Lay. Tip of your tongue touches the same place again, and air softly rushes from your chest. The sound like the susurration of leaves and the wind used to go a forest can't be. Then, your tongue taps your front teeth in gentle vibrations spread through your body, sending a shiver along your spine. Vacillating. Oh, there's my audio about to do the same thing again earlier. as I did earlier. One moment. Probably better. Okay. That guarded interest gleams in her eyes when your gaze meets again. Okay, I think I'm beginning to understand. If your words just say an attack, then you're capable of seeing more than you do now. Instead of the lifeless clamor of monstrous mechanisms, the roar of engines, and the discordant voices of your followers, I hear and attend to silence. It arises in moments of spiritual serenity, and in that stillness become witness to the transformations of our own inner world. 1K lives pass so swiftly, you rush through them for the sake of chosen goal. The thoughts of transience and the loss frighten you, and so you drive such thoughts away and drown yourselves in the daily tumult. But it is from fleeting moments which enter our lives and quickly vanish from them that the soul's fortress grow, a moment's blooming and hours wilting. The splendor of each lies in its ephemerality, so too the memories of those who have left our side and no longer walk the path with us. And you, Owlcat, see much more than just another monkey. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create and to understand your creation, and your ability to destroy. It lies in what your kin's minds cannot grasp, what their primitive sight cannot behold, but I can see it. Very congested today. Paying compliments to me, so you're attracted to me? Definitely no. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. I understand what you said. Moritari. Captra. Yeah, I never expected to hear you say things. Such things in reference to me. I am but speaking the truth all the time. However, I'm going to ask you not to make the mistake typical of your kind. My words contain no insinuation nor any call for you to act. Your soul shines brightly in this world. I see you, and this will never change. That is all. Understood. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. And what do you make of it on top? How differently do you see the world? So you can praise the God Emperor, you praise luxuries, or see greater meaning in the world around me, something deeper than the outer guise of things. And what does that mean? Errol asked with all attention focused on your words. See the suffering of the world around me and it compels me to act. I am especially drawn to imperfection and destruction. Chaotic, I see the universe of every creature, everything, and it pleases me. The world is full of random occurrences. I recognize this. I surrender myself to the course of fate. or that we just started this conversation. Top 2 definitely feel chaos. 3 also feels slightly chaos. Actually, all of them feel somewhat chaos to a certain degree. Let's go with the considered creature. I can follow your thoughts on it, Doctor. Every form of color, creature, and being possesses its own charm and capacity to stir our emotions. Millions of stars and darkness, the inimitability of void crystals, the method of intelligent and primitive life forms that inhabit the galaxy. The world manifests itself in endless diversity, and in that lies true magnificence. Fearless has nothing for her time, so I'll be watching you from under her half-lowered eyelids. Now that we have each shared our truth about this world, I'd like to know if your thoughts about me align with those of your kin Owlcat, or if you see me differently. Trying to think about you, to learn I'm not attracted to you, it's the word. You're beautiful and learn I like you. But when I crave to know what is hidden from my eyes, I see you're an intelligent, highly dangerous being and an ally at present. To me, you're a foreign yet beguiling world, very lit. But then one day I will come to know you, and on that day, my own world will become much deeper. That feels like a more engaging thing to say. Erlich still looks at you intently as if seeing you for the first time. It seems there are many facets of your soul I have not considered. Owlcat. Interesting. I accept your answer and thank you for speaking with me. This is the first conversation on board the vessel that has truly brought serenity and joy to my soul. Okay, so right answer. Now then, back to our trip. Anything pop up that we had to take care of? Kind of got distracted with Hurlit's conversation. No, okay. Oh yeah, no, we're supposed to talk to Zachary. That's what it was. Yeah, he barricaded himself inside the choir, and we're supposed to talk to Gamma. Yeah, sure, Minadira. I'm sure he'll be happy to see her again. Still a lot of warp influence in this area.
There will be no peace in my wake.
An unpleasant heaviness grows in your head as if a vice were slowly tightening its grip on your mind. Our master is kneeling, his burnt-out eyes peering into the void. He raises his head, and you see a weary old man, weak and frightened. He whispers, "She is here, Adeline has returned. She is asking me for help, but you scare her. She is hiding from you. You will not harm her, will you?" Ooh.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
From every direction, every shadow comes playful, girlish laughter. At times it transforms into a romantic move of weeping, at other times into a deep growl of annoyance. The sound from cold malicious words. The sorrow will be eternal. Sure, the whispers keep saying we should kill Old Wise. They're still giddy about it. I guess we shouldn't kill him. The whispers never get excited about anything good. His is such a terribly wounded soul. It has all but sunk beneath the gray blue blisters of guilt, and they are swelling ever so rapidly. Alas, a silvery speck of hope could fade at any moment. Yeah, definitely don't execute. Choir Master, what's going on? Why says nothing? His otherworldly gaze is directed through you and past you to a spot further inside the chapel. His lips softly whisper a name over and over. How do we find Adeline? Adeline. She is there in the shadows. A tortured sigh escapes from his feeble body. Many shadows lie. The true ghosts are hiding among the false ones. But I hear Thaddeus' earnest prayer and old Stavros' words of disappointment. He always doubted my talents as a mentor. I hear poor Antonius' scream. The scream he let out when he unwillingly gave it the last of his vitality. And it's his plea I condemned her to an existence as a half machine. I can almost sense Sevita's touch. She tried to save me, but she fell instead, as so many voices all condemning me for what I did. Find them, separate the true voices from the false echoes. Okay, nice little game of true and false. Okay, well, find your Adeline. The shadows grew coarsely in the old man's voice. Why do you seek his redemption? He was always a terrible leader and a talentless mentor. He doomed everyone. The indignant tremble grows into a roar of righteous condemnation. He was arrogant. Having no notion of his own wretchedness, he did not put his faith in the Emperor. Instead, believed himself to be invincible. The voice grows weaker. His now young man's voice soft and full of anguish. And he paid for his mistake with our lives. It was cruel and painful. Find the drooping entity in the chapel. The west grows heavy with the metallic clang. We begged him to reconsider, but he took our minds away as punishment. The shadow's speech is now gentler and more feminine, but we were loyal to him regardless. We tried to save him even though he had not saved us. The voice becomes cold, resonant with sorrow from beyond this world. He is guilty. Did he turn them all to servitors? He said that they died during the last time Theodore tried that little ceremony. But did he take the remains and turn them to servitors? Also, since we have a party, are we going to fight?
Patience. My nerves are frayed.
Yeah, Taurus, everything I will not fail you. We are ready. Okay, apparently click on the wrong one that does severe damage. Pretty well. What's the other one say?
Curiosity sings.
It's just between these
in
three.
my veins.
You are a failure. Yeah, that one seems confident. Yeah, only this one here is condemning. I call to you, O Prince of Pleasure. I trust you with my holy soul and beseech you for your protection. Okay, you're going over to Slanesh. Gunnerbird is a lie. The Astronomical is a lie. We are all going to perish. How many appeared this time? Only those two. And I guess we'll talk to him when it's bring to Slanesh. Really not sure on what the criteria are. So heretical, but not that heretical.
Oh, what lies beyond?
Really?
They will see. Oh yes, they all will see.
Yeah, both of them failed. Okay. Is there a third one then? Oh, all the way up here. Yeah, that was weird. The first set, we had to go with the one that was calling him a failure. While second one, we had to go with the one that is still supporting the Imperium. I guess ultimately it's just going to be pick the odd one out.
I am the rogue threat.
I did not give him my life energy willingly to control my will. He made me drain myself dry. So one positive, that one negative. I'm glad we give the last of my life. Okay.
One step at a time, amidst the madness.
Stop, my mind is boiling. Teacher, please stop. No, please, teacher, anything but that. Better to kill me than turn me into one of those mindless things.
There will be no peace in my wake.
Then you can be for it? No, okay. I don't know, this you were rather calm about this? Nope. Okay, that one happened to be the right one. So this set. I find you guilty of arrogance and betrayal of your choir. You will be sentenced. This kill for the glory of the dark gods. You cannot stand against us alone. Master, please wake up. I'm here by your side. Banish the ghost. Oh hey, Adeline. The ghost stares at Wise mournfully. A marvelous thought coming from the apparition almost seems to take physical form as it drifts towards the choir master and envelops him. Wise, he blocks her path, extending his arm in a gesture that both calls for restraint and pleading for mercy. Do not harm her, please. The poor girl is frightened to death. Let me talk to her. I cannot fail her again. Okay, class points. It's not her, you cannot wallow in your own guilt forever. There are people out there and in here who depend on living people. Are all the options just to banish her? Yeah. Wise expression is a mixture of pain, horror, and grief. He lowers his arms slowly. I know that is not Adeline, but an echo of the one who devoured her soul. I just want to see her again, hear her voice, again in a brief moment. With jerky movements, as though shaking off shackles of ice, he picks up his staff. Ghost of my failure, now is your time to vanish. Well, that's how we resolve things. Why is breathing is labored? Thank you, your ladyship. Burden was too heavy for me to bear. On the verge of fainting, he musters the last of his strength as to sit down on the steps. Right, are you alright? After a long silence, he says in a hollow voice, in a bodily sense, yes. So what was that? A reckoning, your Lord Captain. A reckoning for my great arrogance. Demons have been pursuing me for years, following my scent, sending me dire messages, hunting me, and now they have me. Entities that manifested here during the ritual were banished, but a lingering echo of their presence has lashed into the darkness. It has sprouted in the darkness and pounced upon my mind. Okay, demon hunting. What demons are pursuing you? I am guilty. I wronged them. I had been promised a great future at the Scholastica Psychana, where my talents were exceptional, but fate would not have it, and instead of serving our holy Terra, I ended up here in the expanse, where barely any gleam of the astronomical reaches. My pride took a heavy blow. My spirit was not cowed. I set about to assemble a choir unlike any yet seen, a mighty, resident, astounding choir. Lady Theodora expended tremendous resources bartering with captains and governors to procure astropaths of my choosing. I brought together talents and budding geniuses under my authority. They were sure I would make a triumphant comeback. And they could do that for me. A team of brilliant astropaths whose talents were honed to perfection. Adeline, Anise, Antonius. Every one of them surpassed myself as I used to be. I saw that my time was coming, and I lied when I told you it was Lady Theodora that forced us to go through that ritual. The idea had been mine. When in her paranoia, her ladyship set out to find spies aboard the ship. I made her an offer, a ritual that would give her the names in exchange for my fledgling's freedom and my own. It was a good deal. She was willing to trade 7 astropaths for the names of traitors, and I doomed them all. My pride killed them. Yeah, if you got your freedom, why'd you stay on the ship? Guessing guilt, right? Our first leader, Theodora, wanted to have me executed for what had happened. But when she regained her composure and graciously agreed to honor our deal, but where was I to go? My dead were all here. So yeah, guilt. What went wrong during the ritual then? He chuckles bitterly, and scarlet stains bloom on his blindfold made of sacred manuscripts. Adeline was my ritual protector, only to become my greatest vulnerability. When the mad stream of other people's thoughts started to distort my astropath, I became frightened for her. I hesitated. I wanted to spare her, and I lost control. The right thing to do would have been to sacrifice her, but couldn't. I had always had a soft spot for her. Her genius had made her my favorite. What about the other voices? Were they your apprentices as well? Not all of them. Starbucks was the oldest in the choir. He had been on the ship even longer than I. Mighty wise man, acrimonious. He envied me and criticized my ambition. But I was fond of him all the same, that is, with the ship's confessor. Theodora had insisted on his presence. When it was over, he was only the other survivor and had confronted me with angry accusations. But I could not bear to listen to him. So I silenced him, killed him. Sabitia was an ordinary servant. She fought the immaterial monsters until the warp began to prevail. She tried to save me, to lead me away. but I did not listen. She stayed by my side until the last moment and died a terrible death, all because of my cursed pride. The rest were my voices. Antonius was the youngest. He had been in the choir for only a short while. When the situation turned dire, fear got the best of him, and I was infuriated by his weakness. I dominated Antonius' mind and impelled him to use every spark of his life force in the ritual. And his doom came even earlier. She was the one person who told me in front of the choir that the ritual was madness. In my anger, I ordered her servitorized. I believed I had to protect my authority. She died on the spot where you're sitting now. I think she was still aware. More scarlet drops seeped the choirmaster's red-stained blindfold. All my voices, I remember the name of each one whose life I cut short within these walls. Yeah, you're not a very good guy, are you? Now I know the truth. That is for the best. I can no longer carry this burden alone. With the Lady Theodore dead, and the thought of my crime being forgotten and erased from history is unbearable. I want to be judged and condemned. Get condemned to death, but we do kind of need him. You do not deserve absolution. Your service will continue. The ambition will work risk. You simply unlucky with your students. Yeah, that's a little bit heretical. You have not allowed the warp to break you, and I believe the Emperor's light is strong in your soul. Continue your service for humanity needs you, and in your beauty, you will find redemption. Warmaster grips the aquila on his belt so tightly that the golden wings draw blood from his fist. You are right, your ladyship. Wishing to abandon my post is cowardice and an offense against him. After a moment of hesitation, the old man holds his staff to you. Please take it. This mighty instrument is the last reminder of Adeline and the others of my guilt. It is with this that I performed the last ritual. I have no right to carry it any longer and would like it to be yours. A reminder of the painful lesson my pride has taught me. Ooh, fancy new staff. But we need telepathy. Detachment from death. Vision of death ability. If failed, the target suffers Striker's staff power level, plus Striker's psi rating, plus 30% of the target's current wounds and mental damage. Fire the damage equal to 30% of the target's current wounds cannot exceed 300 if passed. The target instead suffers Striker's staff power level and mental damage. Very good single target damage. And okay, we can't talk to you anymore. Okay, now I don't think anything should be stopping us to land a footfall. Yep, the Shadow Quarters. The airlift behind, let's bring Argenta and Pascal. And actually, I think I will be ending things here a bit early for today. My congestion is starting to get even worse, and I'm actually starting to get a headache now. So yeah, I'm going to start a bit early today just so I can get some little extra rest. So a bit too long with the, finishing up the hunting down the Tyranids, the Gene Stealers. But still, always interesting to see them in a setting. We'll be continuing this tomorrow, finally finishing up everything on Footfall, at least I think. Oh, we never went to rescue those Eldari. So yeah, probably do that as well, tomorrow as well. So yeah, tomorrow, finishing up Footfall, chasing after some Eldari, and then heading on over to Kiawagama while making a stop at the Gene Stealer headquarters along the way. That'll actually probably take most of the time. So yeah, that'll probably fill up the rest of the week, or the rest of the Rogue Trader time this week. Maybe we'll get to Kiawagama next week. Well, anyways, that is for later. Then on Wednesday, we'll be, continuing Rimworld. Probably finishing it up, or at least going to try to. So it'll either be Wednesday, Thursday Rimworld, or just Wednesday. Either way, it is finishing up this week. And then, we move on to Abiotic Factor, while mods come out and update for Rimworld. Then Saturday we'll be continuing Phoenix Point. Yeah, so nothing else. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to follow or subscribe to the channels, depending on where you prefer watching, whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube for notifications when we're online. Otherwise, there's always my social media for updates and notifications. Twitter is at Emery_EE. I am RE_EE. Blue Sky at Emery-EE. More or less the same thing, just a difference between dash or underscore depending on where you prefer to go. But if you do not use social media, I do try to stream every day about the same time between 12:30 a.m. to 5 a.m. US Central. Usually give or take 30 minutes. Though sometimes you do have days like this where I'm just not feeling that well, or technical issues or whatever. But yeah, usually pretty good at being on between those times. And as I said, I do try to stream every day. But anyways, thank you once again for watching. Thank you all to those who happen to stop by the stream live, as well as a thank you to those who made up watching the VOD. Hope you're all amazingly entertained, that you have a good day or night, whichever it happen to be, and that you stop by again next time where hopefully I'll be feeling better. So with that, thank you and goodbye.